Yeah. Go ahead and give me a test.
Testing.
You're good to go. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Red Friday. Thank you, Dale. Appreciate you. All right, guys, we'll be back on the opposite side of 3 minutes.
What's up, everybody? It's Ryan Weaver. I am on the Don't Unfriend Me show, otherwise known as The DUM Show, with host Matt Spear. You guys can find the show at The DUM Show on social media or thedumshow.com.
It's Red Friday, RED Friday, which stands for Remember Everyone Deployed. A movement designed to honor veterans and deployed U.S. troops by wearing a red shirt every Friday. As simple as that may be, Red Friday is a great way to back those who serve our country. Go to dumbshow.com and search for Red Friday to get your red on.
Adjusting transmitter output.
This is the Don't Unfriend Me show with your hosts Matt, Leroy, Amy, Olivia and Mike. Geopolitics, military analysis and election coverage. Coming to you live on the Spreely.tv network and all major social media channels at The DUM Show. Honest, direct, unfiltered. We can agree, we can disagree. Just don't unfriend me.
What is going on, Don't Unfriend Me Nation? Welcome to the show. Olivia, welcome to the show. It's good to have you back. You've been missed.
Thank you.
We have
Happy Friday, and first and foremost...
Red Friday.
Nope.
Red Friday. What?
Happy birthday to the second.
Was that almost a song?
No, I wasn't going to sing.
I mean, because it sounded like you were going to break out in song, and
no,
then
Hayden would come and sing totally.
But then you didn't break out in the song. So
No.
I'm wondering.
Happy birthday to the sexiest 50-year-old alive.
I don't know why we got to make it about 50. Why can't we just like say guy?
Guy.
Why can't we just say man. I mean, why do you got to make it about age? I mean, that just narrows the field a little bit. So you're telling me there's somebody better out there looking for you than me?
No.
That's what it sounds like.
No.
No? Okay. Well, that's probably a good thing. How the hell are you, honey?
I'm wonderful. Well, I'm not wonderful. I'm feeling better than last night, but not 100%.
Yeah,
my nose can't decide if it wants to be clear or stuffy.
Yeah.
Between.
I was a little pasty there. I had to turn that down. You look good. Yeah, you're too bright. You got to put yours on one now because you've got the you got the secondary camera or the secondary lens.
It's like I only put it on
secondary light. See, watch. Oh, look at that. Just you are the sexiest woman on the planet. See how that's done? It's not hard. It's not hard. What's going on, everybody? Welcome. Maureen says, Matt, you're still a baby. Well, maybe mentally. We're gonna have some people argue tonight. I feel like that's what it's been the last couple nights. But
apparently, I missed some fun last night, and this morning I was able to hop on for like 10 minutes during my lunch break.
People get so butthurt, you know. Like, you know what I was thinking. And by the way, Spreely, welcome. First of all, welcome Spreely members. Welcome to hey Liv, go to your eCam and go to window up on the top. Yeah, window. Do you see it?
There is nothing that says window.
Yeah. Click on your eCam software, and up on the top bar, there'll be something called window. It's like where you would find, it says eCam live, edit, profile, scene, squeeze.
I have default, stream and record, and pro. That's the only things I have up here.
You don't have window.
No.
You have to. Make sure you're in the app and you click your little photo where you're watching the show.
I am watching the show in the window.
Okay, and you don't see anything. What? You don't see a word. You don't see anything, huh? Okay, so what we need to do is you and I. Do you have Slack on that computer?
Ooh, gosh, I have no idea.
Do you have messages?
I have. Well, yeah, text messages.
Okay, that's good, honey. That's really good. You're doing a great job. We're trying to achieve the thing we were talking about last night, which is texting each other. So let's do this. Let's create a group to Olivia and Matthew.
How about we just text each other on our texts?
Well, because we want to be a group. See? Now.
But no one else is going to be on
it doesn't matter. We want to be a group so I can see then I have to open up your thing every time. Now I'm just going to see it. You just got to trust me, honey. Stop slamming stuff.
I didn't mean to. It slipped. Well, it's on my personal one, but yes.
Can you guys hear me? What's going on? All right, honey, open up your computer.
Opening up the computer.
Open up messages. Try not to hit anything when you do it and slam stuff.
Just put lotion on my fingers.
That's what it was. I'm sure it's the lotion. It's been the lotion every night for like 8 months. All right, what do you got?
I got it.
Okay, so can you see it? Now say something, write something. Yeah, I don't trust you until you write something. You didn't do it in the right one.
That's where it. Did you write me test? Did you write me test?
Don't yell at me. Don't get it. Why are you so angry? All right, so look at Olivia and Master because that's what it's called.
I see Master.
Okay, so click that little window and open it up. Now type something. Hi, thanks, Amy. Happy birthday. Olivia and I are married. Can you tell? What do we got? Come on, put it out there. No.
It's the same one. If you sent me tests, that's what I went into, and I replied. And because it's going to be our personal messages.
Yeah. I'm aware. Trying to figure out how we can create a group.
I think you have to have more than one person to create a group. Otherwise, it's just going to go to our regular texts.
We've got to figure this thing out because we've got to be able to communicate during the show.
How about I just text you? For
James is like, you're freaking my cat out. Well, that's what it sounds like in my ear every time she slams the desk. It freaking literally makes my brain bleed. So we were just trying to help you understand. Okay, so you don't have Slack on your computer?
Not that I know of because I only downloaded it on my phone. Hang on, Slack.
Yeah,
Let's see.
Type in Slack. See
I
if you have
had
Slack.
it for Slack for my old job. So
Let's see if you got it. That way we can just figure this out real quick. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and we'll figure it out next show. But we got to have a way to communicate, because there's things you need to tell me in the show. Like you need to say, hey, Matt, check text. But if you don't tell me that, I can't help you. I got an idea. How about you do this? How about you send me a text and we have a hand signal or something? Okay?
Okay.
Just put your hand on your head like this. No, do this. Do this. Okay. Now what I want you to do is I want you to go like this with your eyes.
Yeah, no, we're not going to do that.
Stop it. Just follow the rules. Now hand like this and go like this with your eyes.
Really?
Yes, like that. Like
I can't do it that fast.
okay, all right. Then I want you to do is I want you to do this. Oh, I want you to make like a fish mouth. Oh. Oh, come on.
You're going to take a really embarrassing fiction.
I am not going to do anything of the sort. Just give me the damn fish mouth, okay? Yes, but you got to do the fish mouth too. So you got to tap, you got to rub, and do the fish mouth. Go. There you go. That's good. That's good. I like that. All right, everybody. So
better?
yeah, it's completely perfect. There we go. So
Seriously,
welcome
I hate you.
welcome to
I hate
the
you.
welcome
I
to the
hate you.
welcome to the Don't Unfriend Me
I hate
show.
you. You're not.
And-
You're no longer the sexiest 50-year-old alive. I hate you.
I like your new picture. It's really good. Damn, you got some biceps on there, girl. Look at that.
I'm
Jeez.
flashing you the number one right now.
I am number one. Welcome to the Don't Unfriend Me show. This is what you get when you're married. You can argue. You guys can do this. This is a great photo.
No, it's not. I hate you.
I love it.
So mean.
It's so good. I'm going to save this for posterity's sake. Welcome to the Don't Unfriend Me show, where we do a bunch of different stuff. Today I already threw it away. What do you want? I don't even have it anymore. I deleted it. So, kinda. So welcome to the Don't Unfriend Me show. It's going to be a busy night. We got a lot to do. First things first. But sorry that it's taken a little bit of time to get started. So sincerely, if you need to get a hold of me, tell me something on Rumble, whatever, just send me a text and just, do that. Just do a hand signal, but make sure you make eye contact. Okay.
Yes.
All right, cool. Welcome to Rumble. Welcome to Spreely, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and what?
Melanie says she's sending me sponge balls so I can throw them at you.
Well, I'm armed. So if you want to get into a sponge ball war, I've come very well prepared. We're going to, have a few topics tonight, as always, things that we're going to talk about. Today, I think I've done, I hadn't gotten into the January 6th and the election in about 6-7 months, so it felt good to kind of get into that J6 thing again a little bit on the election. I felt like I was going through withdrawals, but now...
Love you.
Get a haircut. You look like a hippie. Okay. So
Turn on the lights, dude.
we're going to go into General Miley's response to Donald Trump. The guy just can't stop, right? So now this is his 17th retirement ceremony. I don't understand this guy. I mean, you're supposed to leave the military and then stay gone, but for some reason, I don't know what's going on. Lee says, so we still need to tell Olivia.
Tell me what?
What does that mean? Tell her what?
What do we need to tell me? Is there something I need to know?
I do. Carrie, thanks for taking your hits today. I appreciate you just letting everything kind of happen. And that was awesome of you just letting it happen without going through conspiracy and all that crap. Thank you. That was very, very kind of you. I just didn't need it today. I didn't need another argument that lasted 3 hours.
We should do my topic first. So
we are.
Apparently Hayden's going to go to Ella's or whatever, a friend's house. I don't know.
She's going to go spend the night somewhere?
Yeah.
It's my birthday. Hayden!
What are we going to do? Go on the show and then watch hockey?
I can't believe this shit. It's my birthday. Hayden!
She's a teenager. I don't think she cares.
Hold on. I can't believe this. I mean, my son just goes to Jack's. Now
Oh. Hi.
You killed the cat. Congrats.
Good job. Kill the cat.
Where are you going?
Ella's house.
You're going to Ella, A, on my birthday, day. Is that? No, you're going to Ella's on my birthday is what you're doing, huh?
Well, I thought we weren't doing anything.
Oh, it's just my birthday. I mean, this isn't the day you decide to watch hockey with your old man? The one day out of the year that you can sit down and watch the Avs game with your father?
I didn't think we were doing anything because you're on the show.
Just because why do you get to be happy when I've got to do a show and work? Why can't you be miserable with me?
I told you not to do a show. I told you it's your birthday. You should relax. Watch hockey or something. You were like, no,
She's your daughter.
I hate you.
I know.
I just leave. I'm only going to be 50
not
once.
close the door.
You know what? I'm closer to death than I am life.
You don't know that.
Well,
You could live till you're 101.
I guess I could live till I'm 101, but God knows that you're not going to let me, are you?
You're going to pull the plug before then.
That's how I feel.
He's just going to smother me with a pillow first. Have fun at Ella's. No drugs, no boys, no alcohol, no stupidity.
No promises.
Okay, try it again.
Okay.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Love you.
All right, love you. Hayden,
Don't close the door.
hate you.
I know.
Okay.
Love you too.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, I love my children. I really do. She's so perfect. I mean, they are. My son and my daughter are just like everything I ever wanted. They fit into the families. They don't take things personal. You can say whatever you want, and then they laugh it off. And it's just family's awesome. Family.
Yeah, Hayden and Ethan got into a flipping off war earlier today. Why? Because I asked when I was upstairs getting ready. I said I need my Dayquil, and they fought over who was going to get me my Dayquil and my water to take it with. And they ended up flipping each other off. I don't know.
Well, that's not acceptable. That's not cool. We don't want to do. Listen, what we've always said, you can do whatever you want in the house. You do it in public, then we got a problem.
Yeah.
Happy birthday! Thank you very much. Michelle says I didn't realize what time it is. Okay, it's Friday. I mean, we're going to get everybody on here, and
Still trying to figure out what Lee needs to tell me.
whatever. He probably wants to tell you that he's getting a sex change. So moving on, let's get into the topics. Viral voices, TikTok's generation. They take an economic crisis and blow it out of proportion. Crossing the line, the ethics and discipline in special education. I guess there's a teacher who did something, Spanish Inquisition like to a special needs student. Livia's going to tell you about that. It hits kind of close to home for Liv. RINO in the wild. Mitt Romney's political maneuvers once again has decided to go ahead and demonstrate that he's nothing like a Republican. He can't stand on the sides of Republicans. The man loathes himself. He wears his magic underwear, and he can't stand who he is. We're going to talk a little bit about Mitt Romney. We got some other topics that will bleed into it. Thank you very much, Maria, for my happy birthday. I thank you. Before we get started, you guys, linktapgo.com/thedumshow. You can now tip on the show and donate 100%. We survive on your donations. We have some ads and some clothes and things that we sell at thedumshow.com. But if you're in the mood and you want to go ahead and help us out, you can go to linktapgo.com/thedumshow. Facebook won't allow us to have stars. We have no idea why. It's been 3.5 years, and I guess my application is still under review, but whatever. We don't want it, considering that every time you give a star, you get like a half a penny or some shit. So there is how you do it. If you would like to help us out, we would appreciate it. And we'll go ahead and say your name. We'll put your name in lights. We'll tell you how wonderful you are and all that type of stuff, and you will live in infamy on the Don't Unfriend Me show. All right, first topic. Liv, you want to talk about the special needs situation, don't you?
Yes.
Nice. Did you change my slide? Happy 50th birthday, Grumpy Pants. You're asking for it. I've got. Do you know what I can do?
I need a spanking.
Do you? Whoa! Holy shit! Talk about 0 to 6 to midnight. I mean, Lord, I'm wearing Levi's. Knock it off. Don't threaten me with a good time. Can't believe you just said that. I'm blushing. It doesn't happen very often. Woo, got to cool down. All right.
I made you blush.
Not
I
really.
made you blush.
Not really. You didn't. But okay, so let's get to this. You sent me a link. Am I correct?
Yes.
On this? Is
Yes.
this it's not this one, is it? No, that's the link? The Superman picture with a receding hairline? That's so good. It just, all right.
Oh, goodness.
All right, so where is it? Where is it? You
I sent it to the group chat.
Oh, well, that doesn't help. Okay,
Well, it's the
there's
dumb
nobody
group
here. Here it is. All right, so walk us through. What are we going to be watching here, Liv? What's the story, Morning Glory?
Okay, so making breakfast this morning and turn on the news like I always do. And what's up there
Very resilient kid.
Okay.
is a family, father, mother.
On
and
where? Is this like Fox News?
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
okay.
turning on Fox News in the morning. And then a son in the middle. And he, you could tell he's Downs. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to rewind to because I see the title. And apparently it's a high school in Ohio. And this boy has Downs. And would you stop it?
Sorry.
You want me to go?
Yes.
It's the reason I don't host the show.
You're fine. You're doing great. Just keep it up. I was just giving you moral support. I was just thinking about those spankings, and just to be honest, it just put me in a.
Should make you.
Yeah, put me in a
wake
slumber.
up.
Yeah, well, it should, but it didn't. All right, go ahead.
So he also has autism, and his teacher and the teacher's aide decided to tape him to a chair for fun and take a video of it. Not for discipline, which that isn't any better. They did it for fun. So that got me, my blood was boiling. I was a little fuming. Got me back to a story that happened to Hayden a while ago. And yeah.
Yeah. So, well, why don't we do this? Why don't we watch it? And then you can kind of walk us through the story of Hayden and what happened. And then we can kind of share that story since we reminisced at dinner. Is that okay?
Yes.
Awesome. Let's go ahead and watch it. Here it is.
Very resilient kid, though.
No, it's not. Why is that not sharing? What the hell? Okay, that's really weird. This should be... Hold on. Oh, primary display, that's why. Yep.
There it is.
Yep. Okay, here we go.
He's always happy. You pretty much do anything you want to him, and he's smiling and having fun.
Mark Hodge was joined by his wife, Angela, and their 15-year-old son, Dustin. They say Dustin loves going to school every day.
Dustin has Down syndrome, and he also has autism, and very loving, very funny.
But on March 1st, something at school left his parents shaken. Police say a teacher and a teacher's aide restrained Dustin by taping him to a chair. One of them recorded it on her cell phone.
I saw his arms down to his side, and he was completely taped from his arms around to his waist, around the back of the chair, around back, around the front. And his arms he couldn't move his hands at the bottom, and that was it.
His parents say Dustin is not very verbal, and this took away his ability to communicate.
You hold his hands, and it's like putting a piece of tape over somebody's mouth. That's how he expresses himself. He's constantly moving his hands.
His parents say the video shows Dustin begging someone to come over and cut the tape.
He doesn't like to be restrained in any way, and if you restrain him, he starts kind of freaking out.
Both staff members told police they did it not as punishment, but as a joke.
It's disgusting how they were laughing at him. It's, for their own fun to get kicks.
Police have charged the now former staff members Allison Vestring and Rachel Smith with misdemeanor unlawful restraint.
You entrust your kid to go to school and to be taught, not to be teased.
That trust put into teachers every day by parents is forever shaken for the Hodges.
Definitely a little bit harder to send him to school knowing that happened to him.
If you wouldn't want it done to your kids, don't do it to someone else's kids.
Holy God.
Yeah. That was pretty pissed.
I would be in jail. I don't know if I would have the restraint to. That is probably one of the. I've watched a lot of things on this show. That is probably one of the most troubling, disturbing, and rage-inducing things I think I've ever seen on this show. How can you do that to a kid? How can you do that to a special needs kid? How can you do that to anybody? And so their excuse was that this wasn't for punishment. This was a joke.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's just a cop-out. So not only are they complete cowards and liars, they're incapable of actually saying that they don't have the capability of handling a special needs child. So instead of either A, learning how to, they decide to strap him down to a chair. How that school, if that, they have to get fired.
Oh, they already were. They said former staff members.
Okay, good.
So they've already been fired.
I was so pissed I missed it. I mean, that's like literally like I'm freaking livid right now. This is what happens when I get pissed. Everyone thinks it's when I raise my voice. No, when I get like scatterbrained and I don't know how to communicate and say things, that's when I'm angry. That's horrible. So I when I went to school, I got hit in the face by a guy named Sean Gabala. Mother was a drunk, dad used to abuse him. Just a messed up kid. And I had fought him several times and when we were younger. And he said something about my grandmother, just stupid kid stuff. I don't even care. The guy's just a complete freaking loser and still is. But he was like 6'2", and I was probably 5'6". And so, then I grew and that nothing happened after that. But he said something like, say something about, I called his mom a drunk, I think, because he said something about my grandmother and she was having open heart surgery. And he's like, there's probably nothing even wrong with her. You're just saying this to get attention. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck you and your mother. She's a drunk. Not my finest hour as a kid, but I knew how to stab people verbally long before I probably knew how to walk. So, but this guy was a shit. And so he was going for the play, and he was going to be in the play, and I was going to be in a play. We're both going for a lead, and we just always had this competitive thing with us. And he's sitting in class, and Roman is his friend, I think, is the guy, and he looks at and he taps. He goes, "Hey, Matt, say something else about Sean." He's like, "He's not worth that. I'm not going to say anything about Sean." And then all of a sudden, I turn around and just came up behind me and hit me in the face, and I had a giant black eye. And whatever. But I probably deserved it. Let's be honest. I mean, he deserved everything he got, but I deserved it too. That went too far. You don't talk about somebody's mom like that. I deserve to get cocked. And later in life, I think even though I don't like Sean, I don't like who he is because I think he's still a complete dick. He decided to haul off and knock my block off, and I deserved it. But I had to go. They separated us because my parents were like, this guy literally fractured his cheekbone. He's got a giant, they can't go to school together. So they put me in the special needs class to assist and help the special needs kids with Down syndrome and with Asperger's and, Tourette's and everything else. So I got to go in there and I would help, and I would get the Play-Doh out, and, I would deliver the milk and the food, and I would clean up if they spilled. And I basically was taking a class and got to work with special needs kids. And I will tell you, it was the most, hands down, the worst experience I've ever had in my life. And the kids were loud and they would scream. And I tell you, it did trauma to me because what I was like when with Jacob is I couldn't handle screaming kids. And like they would spit at you and they would spit in your face. And I don't know if you've ever been spit in the face, but it smells disgusting, and it's you can't get it off, and it's gross. And every day you go in there and they just spit on you for no reason. And I just at that age I couldn't correlate with those kids, and I never wanted to hit. I never wanted to lash out. I never called them names, and I always had an understanding of what they were going through. But the reason I bring it up is because there's two different types of people. There's people who show deference and realize that these special needs people need patience and support and love and attention, and it's not their fault, and they're not doing it. They don't know how to communicate effectively, which I understood at a young age. Or you have those people that beat or hurt those type of people because they're fearful of what that person's going through, and they're incapable of understanding it because they're essentially a mental midget. These teachers are the latter, and they have no concept and went to school to help educate children and take care of children, and this is how they treat them.
Needs, I think you have to get special classes.
You would have to. You would think. I'm sorry I went off on this one. This one just bothers me. So what correlated with this story with you? Thanks for bringing it to our attention.
Amazing. I have two stories. Amazingly, this is not the first time I've heard of something like this happening. I had a friend in Texas who was a preschool teacher, and she told me a story recently. So it was after we've moved, but I still keep in touch with a lot of my friends there. And she works at a preschool / daycare that's in the basement of a church, like most of them are. And apparently the custodian was, I guess, the housekeeper, whatever, the one who comes and cleans everything, decided to go into the 3 and 4-year-old classroom and take the kids and take them into the very basement of the church. And she taped their hands behind her back. She put tape on their mouths and she taped them all together around a pole and took a picture. And she thought it was funny.
Who did this?
This was a custodian of this church and this preschool. And she thought she wanted to do it because she thought it would be a funny picture.
When was this? I'm sorry, I missed it.
This is a friend from Texas.
My God.
Yeah. So I was like, holy cow. The fact that I can say I've heard another story like this, I do. And this is 3 and 4 year olds.
My God.
They don't have a freaking clue what's going on.
No.
Yeah, she no longer works there. Anyway, she got a new job. But still, just shocking. So anyway, as far as the other one, this one actually hits close to home because this was Hayden.
Yeah, this one pissed me off. I didn't know how upset I was until you told me the story again.
So Hayden was in 4th grade. It was when we were still back in Texas, ironically. And it was September, near the beginning of the year. In September.
God, I even remember another portion I didn't remember. This was punishment.
Yeah, Texas.
No, am I right?
Yeah.
This was punishment. Now I remember this fully. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't interrupt. Go ahead.
September in Texas and Houston is not fall. You're still talking
No.
mid-high 90s.
Easily, 95,
100%
99.
humidity.
Yes.
It's still super, super hot.
Yes.
And a lot of rambunctious boys were in Hayden's class, and they decided that they weren't going to be quiet, and they kept goofing off no matter what the teacher said. So, and Hayden, she was a little goody two-shoes back then, was trying to get them to stop talking, but they wouldn't. So the teacher got fed up with it and decided to punish the entire classroom. Said, you're all being punished. And so the next recess, instead of them being able to go out on the playground and play, they had to run laps on the track, which encircles the entire playground, and they had to run 7 laps. She didn't give them breaks, and she didn't give them water breaks, and she didn't give them water at the end. And we were talking to Hayden about this at dinner, and apparently she said that the rest of the class went in after the 5th lap. The teacher forgot she was there, and she continued to run the last 2 laps.
Because that's my kid, right? My kid, when an adult tells her to do something, she will continue to do it, and she's so stubborn.
That she'll do it.
You remember when she was 3 years old and she refused to write the letter E and kept writing 3 on purpose. Mm-hmm. She said she sat there for 3 hours and would not budge. And I'm like, listen, I went to Olivia, I said, this is a battle of wills. Yep. If we give in, we will never win again. Well, we gave in and we haven't won since.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So she didn't get water afterwards, and she didn't realize the class had gone in. So she stayed out and played with some friends that were younger than her. And she was just like dying. Finally, she gets back in the class, and I guess she said she passed out for like 30 seconds. So when she woke up, they took her to the nurse's office. They gave her a small glass of water. After she drank it, they're like, you're fine. Go back to class. They sent her back to class. She passed out again. They took her back to the nurse's office.
Oh, dude.
Gave her another one. And apparently she passed out a couple more times in the nurse's office. And Hayden, I guess, told me that she was like, I want to call my mom. I don't feel good. I want to go home. And they were like, no, you're fine. You'll be fine. Just drink some more water and you go back to class. So apparently she snuck out of the nurse's office and ran to the principal's office and told the principal. And the principal had no idea this had happened. And the principal let her call me. And immediately I went and picked her up, and she looked like hell. I mean, she was pale and she was sweating and pale and clammy. Brought her home, and immediately Matt looked at her and goes, you've got severe dehydration and you're like in heat stroke.
Yeah, her eyes were completely dilated. Her skin was non-responsive to SNAP. Her extremities were cold, but her face and neck were extremely hot. She was completely flushed. And she was just unresponsive to dilation in her pupils. So she was dehydrated, but to a point of almost, kidney shutdown. It was bad. She severely dehydrated.
We were able to get her hydrated enough to where we didn't have to take her to the hospital, but we called the school.
Oh man, I went off
and
like
the principal, since she didn't know about it, she was able to calm us down and we talked to her. But oh man, those teachers, they were told they had to apologize to us. They basically kissed my patootie for the rest of the time we were there.
Yeah. Then Dad called.
The next time I saw them was a couple weeks later at some like after school event or something like that. And they saw me. And I know she felt bad. She was a new teacher. She was young.
I don't care.
She apologized to me again profusely, and she started crying when she did it. But yeah, they kind of stayed away from me after that. I don't think they liked me very much, but I don't care.
No, when I called the
was
principal,
pissed.
she's like, just be nice. And I said, no, the nice is over. I was like, you don't understand. There's two things in my life that I know extremely well. One is physical activity, and I also know what limits the human body can take. Every single person who served with a unit that was downrange understands triage and understands field medicine. And dehydration is something that is easily and readily noticeable, especially when you're deployed overseas. And my daughter was severely dehydrated to a point where she could have went into a coma or went into seizures or have complete kidney shutdown. And you have the stress that puts on a young heart. You guys have no idea what you
she
did.
Was 9.
I was so, dude, I
very pissed.
said some words.
And I've had a heat stroke before, and I wasn't dehydrated. Remember a couple years ago at
Yeah.
Valor?
Yeah.
It was mid-July, and it was the
Yep.
Raise the Roof, and
Yep.
I was the photographer. And so I'd been out there for a good 3 hours, but the hour I was taking pictures, I was in the sun. I didn't stay in the shade because I'm trying to get all the good pictures. And about 10 minutes before the event's supposed to end, I'm starting to feel a little funny. And I'm like, I'm not feeling right. I'm kind of feeling like I'm floating a little bit. I feel like I'm walking on clouds, like something fluffy. And I'm like, I'm not feeling good. So I down 2 bottles of water real quick. And I'm still trying to take pictures. Event ends, and I'm still trying to take more pictures. And I'm like, I'm not feeling good. I'm like, I don't feel right. So I walk over to Matt and our friend Will, and I looked at Matt and I was like, I don't feel so good. I said, I think I'm going to pass out.
Right.
And immediately he looks at me and he's like, makes me sit down.
No, both Will and I did,
Ooh.
because Will's was MARSOC, and he's a Marine Corps sniper. And we had both spent enough time working with guys in special ops, and you learn a few things. So he saw her from across the way. It must have been 75 yards away. And then I saw her too. And we both, like, you've never seen battalion march, 4-speed march. We didn't run, but we didn't want to scare everyone at this event. But we both could see it, that she was going to hit the deck. And
I'm pretty impressed I didn't.
yeah, it was pretty bad. But needless to say, you have to ask yourself the question, what are they doing to kids that we don't find out about? There's this new thing going around, and I'm not a fan of teachers. You know this. Like, I get into it with I got into it with a school last week. Mm-hmm. I didn't like the way the teachers treated me. I don't like how they have their little favorites. I don't like how they leave certain people behind. I don't like their overall disposition of high-ranking kids in the class, for some of them to get special assignments and other people not. I don't like their trophy giveaway system that everybody needs to be included. And I think teachers have failed from the public schools. And I understand people are like, well, I have an aunt, she's a fantastic teacher. Yeah, I don't give a shit. Because ultimately, it's not about the individual. It is the group and the unions who protect these people, where we are last in every major STEM out of most civilized countries. We're not even ranked in the top 5, top 10, top 15 when it looks to mathematics and science. And we have illiteracy in this country that is ridiculous. So why are we celebrating teachers? Why are we celebrating a failed system and keep pumping money into the public school system when it doesn't work? And this is why Democrats are so upset about vouchers and private schools and alternative choice education, is because it's their piggy bank. Mm-hmm. And they have tens of thousands of teachers and ex-teachers and union and faculty who vote for them simply because they are a part of a union.
Did you see we got an email from the superintendent, and the finalized budget for 24-25 came out?
No, tell me.
$1.8 billion. For the school district. We're the largest school district in the state, though. And we're also the best and wealthiest school
Yeah, but the
district
problem
in the
is the football program generates.
No, that's their budget, what they're going to spend.
No, I know. But what I'm trying to say is you're like, they're a big school. But yes, but the football programs in Virginia are like second to Texas. Virginia is one of the largest recruiting. It's like Texas and California, Florida, and then it's got to be Virginia. It's got, Nebraska and Oklahoma are big, but it's not. Virginia's huge. Virginia is a big football state, and they have a ton of high quality athletes here. And it's definitely in the top 10 recruiting state in the country for football. There's no doubt. Virginia's huge, and it just their school must pull in $1.5 million. Woodgrove has to at least pull in $1.5 million for football games easily.
Their football field's amazing.
Their football field's huge. They can seat 2,000. They sell clothes. They sell food. They got to pull in $1.5 million during football season. They're just with boosters and the fundraising that they do and all the they make a lot. Then you look at the plays. Like the play that Hayden is in is a full production. It's 3 nights. It's sold out. I think there's something when we counted last time, 400
4 seats left on Friday night.
Yeah, but it seats like 500 this auditorium, and they sell out 3 nights in a row, and tickets are like what, $10, $15 a pop?
No, hers are $8. And the high school is starts at 15, but they've got like 1,000 seat
Well, that's what I was
auditorium.
asking. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, they go anywhere from $15, and it's actually you can pay more to get the front row. That's the thing. You actually have to pay more to get closer to the stage.
It's ridiculous. I mean, they make, and then they have their fundraisers that it's incredible. These schools, for schools that are getting $1.8 billion, and they have the balls to run a fundraiser, right? It's baffling to me. It's baffling to me that they have the gumption to, do these fundraisers and make parents constantly go out and buy shit and sell shit. It's like you're getting $1.8 billion. What does that come down to a head per kid? So it's.
Well, I guess you would have to figure because it's the entire school district.
I understand.
You'd have to figure how many schools.
I understand how many, but it's still $1.8 billion, Olivia Spear.
I know.
Even if you take all the schools in Virginia, you're talking 300 schools maximum, right? So at 1.8 billion, divide that, like how many schools in Virginia? This is an easy thing. This is what we do. Look it up.
Look it up.
How many K through 12 schools
and LCPS.
in LCPS.
LCPS. This is just Loudoun County.
Oh, see now it's really this is going to be ridiculous.
Not Virginia. This is
no. Like
I
told, I know it's okay. Yeah, honey, I know LCPS. 98 schools, 81,131 students. Do the math. So do 81,131 into 1.8 billion.
81,000 what? There's only 98 schools?
That's what I just said.
That's crazy.
In LCPS, yeah, it's not that many, honey. It's probably 300 in the entire state.
7
no, honey.
elementary schools that feed
98 in LCPS, honey.
It's crazy.
I got the numbers, got the facts.
All right, 81 what?
81,000. Just do 81,000. 1.8 billion divided by 81,000. I think I already got it. 2.2.
You're gonna figure it out. I don't think my thing will do it.
Yeah, well, just.
That's 10 million. Yeah, it only goes to 100 million. I can't do a billion.
Well, just add a 0.
Okay. So that's
0.8 billion divided by 81. Yeah, 2.22. So that is $22,222 per child.
And here's the audacity.
Wait, time out. You always do this. We just got the number, honey. Take a breath. Let it soak in. $22,222 per child. You think it takes that school $22,000 to educate those kids?
The audacity is we have to pay
Sweetie,
for their school supplies.
honey bunny, pumpkin.
Yeah.
I'm asking you questions. Do you think that every child needs $22,222?
No.
No.
I don't.
Can you even name anything remotely close to that they would need? We have to pay for their school plays. We have to pay for their clothes, their makeup. We got to pay for all their glue, their
We have
paper.
to pay for lunches and breakfast.
Pay for lunches and breakfast.
We have to pay for all their school supplies, and then halfway through the year, they make us restock them.
Right. If they get a Letterman's jacket or something like that, we got to pay for it. If they get school pictures, we got to pay for it. Everything's paid. What do they need $22,200 for? And so I had the 2.2 and I was trying to move the decimal place, and I was like, well, maybe it's 2,000. It's $22,000. So what you're covering, you're not covering education for children. You're covering these exuberant salaries for the admin and for the staff and the principals. You're paying for upgrades to the school. You're paying for the football programs and the baseball programs. You're not paying for the children's education. I would be shocked.
You're paying $30 for bus drivers, $30 an hour for bus
right.
drivers.
I would be surprised if those kids overall see $2,000 a year in cost for the school. But let's not forget this. They may get a $1.8 billion budget, but remember, they also get paid to keep those kids in the seat.
Yeah. Here's the other thing. I have a lot of friends that are teachers, and they get a budget for their classroom.
Yeah.
And that budget doesn't cover half of what they need to actually give a good education to their kids. And they end up spending their own money because the school can't give them more money.
Yes, and when I said Letterman jackets, what I'm saying is that the kids have to buy their own rings. They have to buy their own graduation stuff. Nothing's given to them. So how do you justify $22,222? That comes down to salary, and that comes down to waste. $1.8 billion for a school that is teaching our children woke ideology and DEI. It's ridiculous. I mean, who the hell pays for this? We do. It's our money.
Yep.
That's crazy. I had no idea. All right, folks, do me a favor. You can see down in the lower right-hand corner, linktapgo.com/thedumbshow, or you go to thedumbshow.com. You can donate to the show. It helps out. I've got to be honest with you. You guys last month helped us out tremendously. It carried us. We always need more, right? Every single month, we pay the bills, we pay for the food, we pay for everything else, but more importantly, we pay for the lights, we pay for the internet, the content. Keep this going and keep it free. If you can help out, please do. Now, we want you to take care of veterans. We want you to make sure your Mr. and Mrs. taken care of. If you have presents for the kid, or if you have a vacation you're saving up for this summer, please take care of all those things first. But if you have the ability, please throw us a little bit, help us, and keep the lights and keep the show for free. We would appreciate that. Last thing, we have a brand new thing that we are doing. I'm going to go ahead and link it to you. It is called the DUM Club. It is pretty cool. There are 3 tiers for the DUM Club, and we are doing a bunch of great stuff. If you do donate, decide, hey, I want to give $10 a month. I want to go ahead and give $25, whatever it is. Take a look at the dumclub.com. Going to, that's Link Tap Go. Oh, darn it. Liv, do you have a link?
I do not have a link for the DUM Club.
Come on, guys.
I just built it.
Come on. I'm looking. Here it is. DUM Club. Here is the link. Maybe.
I'm gonna have to copy that.
Yeah, it's just go to news.thedumbshow.com/dumbclub. You know what? I'm gonna start putting in scannables. But there it is, news.thedumbshow.com/thedumbclub. And there are 3 tiers, and the tiers are awesome. I'm not kidding, man. Go look at what you get. Actually, the savings is important to me because if you're going to donate, you might as well get something for it. You get group membership on Spreely.com, which is a group just for us. It's like the Facebook group, but 100% for free. You get team meetings. We get on Skype every month. Group up together, get your own private show. We bring all the dummies together, and we kind of get to know each other. Bonus content, recognition on the website. You get your name and lights. Monthly newsletter, 10% off the DUM store. That for $10 a month, that makes up for it. You buy 2 shirts, and you're there. But then you go into the next level, and you're looking at getting off the record, which is more behind the scenes type stuff. You get premium news content with no ads on all of our news articles. Spreely Cost Club membership. Right there, it's like a membership to Amazon Prime. It's $20 a month. You get that for free. And you get a $20 gift certificate to Spreely to use when you spend $20. So you're getting $20 free when you spend $20. And then you move to the next level. You get a local Dutch meet and greet, which means if you're in Virginia, you're going to have lunch. You can actually, Livy and I will take you to lunch. Not a bad thing. Quarterly gift boxes with T-shirts, beef jerky, samples of coffee. Stop slamming the cup down, please.
Sorry.
Quarterly, you can also get a personalized video, which is great from Olivia, myself, or both, where if you're having a birthday or something and you want a personalized video, maybe you just want an inspirational type thing going on, or you want to promote your own podcast, we'll do that absolutely for free. You get a personalized photo and also a thank you card signed by Olivia, myself, Leroy, Amy, or you also get exclusive exclusive content from the other Spreely hosts, like Dom Izzo, where if you actually want to sit down and have a conversation with him, we'll bring him on as a guest one night, and you can actually ask him questions and stuff like that. All pretty cool. The club is 100% open at this point. You can go ahead and do that. And if you can't, here's the one last thing we are doing. Once a quarter, we're giving away one of these. Now, these memberships cost money. You understand, $50 a month, and times that by a year, you're looking at $600-700. We're giving one away a quarter. And if you just donate any amount, I don't care if it's $1, we know some people can't afford these things. So we're going to put you in a drawing, and once a quarter, we're going to give away one of these memberships absolutely free to somebody, because there's people who want to take part who can't afford it. And we're not doing this to get rich. We're doing it to continue to prosper. So if you give a donation, you can do that at the bottom of the page. Simply get yourself entered into this, and once a quarter, we're going to pick one of the VIP memberships. That's $50 a month, absolutely for free, for at least one person a quarter. Okay, there it is. So now we've given you the pitch. Let's go to next topic. Anything else you want to talk about this? Because this one kind of hit home,
It did. No, I think. I mean, I wore the correct shirt for tonight.
Yeah, we the parents, for sure.
Yep, I sure did.
So I want to show a quick one. This is Roseanne Barr. And make sure you're speaking into the mic, babe. It's got to be right underneath your mouth.
Got it.
I had a comment. First of all, Roseanne Barr looks 10 times better than Rosie O'Donnell. And looks 10 times better than a lot of stars. I just thought I'd bring that up. Rosie O'Donnell is... Watch this video. This was at Mar-a-Lago. This is a video where she's talking about college. Take a listen.
Bro, how are you doing? I'm here at Mar-a-Lago supporting Carrie Lake, and it was a fantastic evening, and our Trump is here being the DJ, and I've just danced, and everyone's amazed. So I'm just going to say to you, please drop out of college, because it's going to ruin your lives. Do me a favor, drop out. They don't teach you nothing good. Email me or Twitter me or whatever you call me, and I'll help you with your life, but you got to get out of college, because it isn't nothing but devil-worshipping, baby blood-drinking Democrat donors. Love ya.
She sounded a little drunk. We too many martinis.
I'm going to chalk that up to alcohol.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of agree.
Wait. Hold on. Deidre says the link isn't working. Hold on. Liv, try it. Go to, here, I'll text it to you.
I've got the link right here.
Give it a try. Okay. Now, it may not be working because I may have to actually post the page again, and I think that's what happened. Hold on. Tell me if it's working.
Let me see.
Everyone,
I got in.
Check it one more time. Everyone, check it one more time.
I got in. I'm in.
Here it is again. Check it. And so I really appreciate people.
I copied it from the one you posted on Facebook and pasted, and here it goes.
Okay, good. I'm glad it's working. How's it look? Now,
looks fantastic.
It's going to look different on your phone, right? Because the phone is going to, I don't know. You should really go to desktop when you look. I haven't even checked it on the phone. It probably looks like trash. It's going to look much better on desktop. Let me see. Oh, yeah, the image is a little distorted. Oh, that's not bad. Oh, no, that looks good. That's fine. Yeah, but it's got each value. Oh, no, that's fine. That looks good. Looks good on the phone, except for the image is all distorted. I'll have to fix that. All right. Listen. Roseanne is...
Interesting?
I don't want to call her crazy, because she's not crazy. She's actually wicked smart. She just says stuff sometimes that makes me go, And you had me. You had me when you said quit college. And yeah, I'm a micro fanatic. Quit college, get into a trade school, go do something that you don't want to do for the rest of your life in order to not do it for the rest of your life. That's the adage, right? Go be a plumber. You do it for 20 years, you can retire, you make a shit ton of money on your own business. Go work in HVAC. Go be a crane operator. Yeah, you don't want to do that. But guess what? You do it for 20 years, you never have to do it again. And then you put yourself in a position where you can be successful. You think I wanted to do retail for 20 years? Hell no. I did retail for 20 years, so I wouldn't have to do it for the rest of my life. And if you don't donate, I'll have to go back. And I'm just kidding. But then she starts talking about drinking the blood and penises of young kids. And I'm just
That's
like,
where you lost me.
listen, this whole cure shit, it really, it's weird. And I understand that there's a shit ton of sex trafficking. And I understand there's probably people out there that do things that are accused of drinking the blood of children and all that. There's no doubt in my mind. You have people like Charles Manson out there. You have groups that are completely wacko. You have the Haley Bob Comet type people. This is, of course, that stuff's out there. But to label all Democrats drinking the blood of children, you've got to stop.
It's like them labeling all us
Yes.
Nazis and racists.
That's correct. And I understand, that you want to hate all Democrats, but most Democrats don't even believe this DEI shit and woke shit, and they don't buy into this stuff. And because they don't even care, because they don't talk about it. And just like all these people don't buy into the neo-Nazi fascist and democracy is going to fail under Donald Trump, because they don't follow it like we do. We're actually a fairly small population, people who follow politics every day until the election cycle's over. But we've got to get to a better place than being just as bad as liberals. You can call them out. You can say that their policies work or don't work. You can say that their taxation is ridiculous, their overall spending is, their position on globalism, being welfare nanny states aren't working, that 37 of the top 50 cities are the most violent in America are Democrat ran. You can say all those things. But when you start saying that all Democrats drink the blood out of children's penises, you might want to just stop sipping on grandpa's cough medicine for a while, right? You might just want to slow down. You can say colleges are a waste of time, and they certainly are for certain degrees. But if you want to be a brain surgeon, yeah, you're going to need college. Okay? If you want to be a botanist, you're going to need college.
Yeah, certain.
You want to get into engineering, you're going to need college, right? So but if you want to go and make your own business and use your hands in woodworking, or go and do HVAC or whatever, be a carpenter, you don't need college for that. All you need is a particular set of skills and some faith in yourself and a very strong will to succeed.
I was waiting for you to Liam Neeson it right there.
I have a particular set of skills that make me hell for people like you. If you bring her back now, I promise you, I will not look for you. I will not hunt you. If you do not, I will hunt you, and I will find you, and I will kill you. Good luck. So, Matt, if I was there, I would buy you an ocean water from Sonic.
It's an ocean water.
Thanks. Elizabeth, what the hell are you talking?
Is it a...
Look it up.
Are you talking about Sonic?
Well, just type up. God, you have the entire
this thing
world
called the
at your
internet?
fingertips.
I
Just
had no
type
idea.
in Sonic ocean water and find out what it is.
Sonic
So
ocean water.
you don't need a college. Okay, I'm just going to tell you something right now. So I don't have a college degree. I've got a college degree that I earned through the military with an associate's, and then I have another associate's. I don't have a BA.
Oh, it's like a water flavor thing.
Great, thank you. I have got a degree or two in my head, I promise you. But I was a high school dropout. I went and got my GED, and then the military said, nope, we don't take it anymore. I'm literally ready to sign up at Denver Maps. And they're like, well, they just changed the rule. You got to go get a high school diploma. And I said, I've got an entire senior year to do. And they said, well, your rate closes in 92 days. Good luck. Good luck. So what did I do? I went to an adult education and I graduated an entire senior high school year in 72 days. I went from 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m. up, driving from Pine, Colorado, got to school at 7:30, and I didn't come home till 8 o'clock at night, and I took the late bus. Took the hour bus up the mountain, and then my mom and dad picked me up in Turkey Creek. And I was doing those days, 18-hour days, and I did that for 72 days so I could join the military, and I got my high school degree. Then I took my ACT as well. The recruiter said to do it. Then I retook my ASVAB. Scored a 92 on my ASVAB the first time I took it. Second time I took it, scored a 99 on my ASVAB. You want to know why it wasn't 100? Because you can't get 100 on the ASVAB. I took my GED and scored a 310 in Colorado.
I don't know what I don't
Three
know what the
max score is 320.
Oh.
So it's not bragging. It's just explaining to you guys that when you apply yourself, you can do whatever you want. You don't need a degree. Because here's the thing, and this is what I learned at a very young age. And you can, if you're younger and you're listening to this or you're a little bit older, is there was a great series of tapes that my parents bought me called Where There's a Will, There's an A. Liv, you can look it up and get us the cover. This is what we need you to do. We need you to, like when I tell these little stories, and then you can send me the picture. Okay. Where there's a, it's okay, I'm looking it up. I'm already done. It's so you didn't even get your hands picked up before I was
faster than me.
That's what she said. So where there's a will, there's an A. And it was a series of tapes, and I think it cost like $79 back then. It was expensive. That'd be like $270, $280, $300 right now. And it came with 8 or 9 cassette tapes. I only listened to the first 5 minutes. And then I never read or did anything else with it. 5 minutes. I got all I needed in the first 5 minutes.
What was it?
After I drink my drink, I'll tell you.
Thinking of Bill Cosby.
I'm going to drink my drink.
I'm going to drink my drink.
I'm going to drink my drink. Would you stop touching me? Mine. Brain damage. So where there's a will, there's an A. And I put the tape in, and I had my old Sanyo black with a giant speaker in it, and the play, record, forward, rewind, and you pop it, and you put the tape in, and ka-chunk, that sound it makes, and you press play, and then all of a sudden it's like, and you hear the whining, and then all of a sudden it starts playing. My name is Dr. Phyllis Seymour Hoffman III, and I'm going to tell you, it's like, this is Walter Cronkite from CNN. It's just got that English. David Attenborough, the camel crossed the desert to find the watering hole.
Sounds like a combination
and
of
when
David Attenborough and Sean Connery.
And when Sean Connery is, the camel went to cross and did what? You got to be like the Sean Connery says, you're bashed. Losers always talk about their bash. Winners go home and fuck the prom queen. That's Sean Connery. David Attenborough is more of, summer stock, my carnation in my jacket, and illustrious scotch in my glass, I once more breach into the night. Are you leaving? Yep. You suck. I love you. Have fun. Be good, okay? Yep. Take care of yourself. Don't get in any trouble. I like your hair. You look pretty. So anyway, where there's a will, there's an A.
Yes, it's her new spot. It's her new.
You should want to hitch to the hospital. You should want to hitch to the morgue. That's the Chicago way. All right. So I put in the tape, and the guy says, where there's a will, there's an A. Now, I'm going to tell you a story, and this story is designed to help you understand that I can give you all the tools of success. I can put you on the path and road to success. I can give you all the books. I can give you all the Nobel laureates, the poets, the sonnets. I can give you the appendices, and I can give you the indexes that will teach you everything you want in the world. You can find the village idiot, the idiot who doesn't know how to do anything, and you can give them the right clothes and the right money and the right opportunities. You can give them the car. You can give them the house. You can give them the education at the finest Ivy League school. You can set them up with a stipend. You can go ahead and give them a dowry. Whatever you want to do, you can invest in them, male or female. And in the end, after you spend all that time motivating that person, what do you have? A motivated idiot. And then I just turned the tape off. And I'm like, I got all I need from that. And what it told me was that I don't need to do well in school because I am who I am. My neurons are set. And I'm going to uncover what I need to be effective at what I want to do in life. So I didn't study hard. I ditched school. I didn't go to class.
So technically,
this ruined me.
It was your parents who made you fail school.
Yeah, they did, because they showed me that no matter what they do, I am who I am. And that school books aren't necessarily the answer. You have to unlock something within yourself, and that's will. And it's a simple equation. Here it is. Ask yourself the question, is it a skill problem or a will problem? And then address it. And what I've always done in retail when I'm assessing people is there's either a skill issue or a will issue. You can't teach will. You can teach skill. So that's what it taught me, is that you can't teach will, you can teach skill. And if you have an employee who has a will problem, you get rid of them. And if there is an employee who has a skill problem, you give them the tools to be successful. And if there still is a will problem, you get rid of them. The same thing is true the way that I went ahead and held myself and the way I worked. Mike says, Matt, I need to apologize. I wore my shirt that says, sorry, I'm late, but I didn't want to come. This is not at your show, but everything else. Well, I wouldn't have known if you wouldn't have told me. Now I'm disappointed in you. So that's the point. Skill versus will. And when we're looking at our education system and you're looking, really that's what Roseanne's saying. You going to college is not going to unlock some secrets to success for you. It's not going to give you the brass ring. What's going to give you the brass ring, what's going to make you successful, truly, is going to be your will. And are you going to accept defeat because you don't have the skill set necessary? And that is how I went to school and realized what I needed to do to get my degree in order to join the military. And it was a will issue. So I changed my will. This child,
in crayon eating terms, why?
This child right here has a will deficit and a skill deficit. And what that gets you is a unmotivated idiot. I'm going to give you an example. This guy, who basically looks like he worked in 1970 on the original Mac 2 computer with Jobs and Woz. That's your first problem. Get a haircut. Shave that jail pussy off your lip. Wear something halfway decent. And present yourself in a way where people will take you seriously, but because you don't, they won't. Let's listen to this guy, and you'll understand what I'm saying.
Can somebody explain to me in crayon eating terms why I make over 3 times the federal minimum wage and I cannot afford to live? And I do not want to hear.
I'll explain it. You're lying. You're alive right now. So you're successful. Congratulations. You have a car, you have a vehicle, you have clothes, you have a recent prescription on your glasses because you're not squinting. Everything seems to be going okay. And you're talking on an iPhone that is at least a Model 12 based on the resolution. Things are going just fine for you. What you want to do is live beyond your means. You want to have all of it now. And that's not the way this works. Let's listen to the rest of the video and see if we're accurate.
To pull yourself up from your bootstraps, work 90 hours a week. That's not.
You can't work 90 hours a week. It's just, it's absolutely impossible to sustain 90-hour work week because it's illegal in most states, especially when you're making a minimum wage or 3 times the minimum wage, which means you're an hourly person and state law will not allow you to work 90 hours a week. So that's a lie. Second, you can't pull yourself up from your bootstraps. It's impossible. Give it a try sometime. Let me know how it works.
Just like walking to school uphill both ways.
Right. I walked to school up hills. I ate dirt and I was thankful for it.
Goal, guys. That should not be our standard.
It's not the standard. Working hard is the standard. Here's another bit of advice for you, kiddo, is that this is what I was told by my mentor and benefactor, taught me everything I knew about how to lead people in the workplace. Here it is. If you're working 40 hours a week, you deserve to be fired. If you're working 45, you found the sweet spot. And if you're working 50, you're fucking up and you're not the right person for the job. When I got into leadership, that's what I told. If you're doing 40, you're missing stuff and you're not effective at your job. If you're working 50, you're not effective because you can't lead people and you can't trust anybody. If you're working 45, that's your sweet spot. I never worked more than 45 hours when I was hourly or a front-end manager in my life. When I got to DM and vice president and regional, yes, I absolutely, with travel and morning time checking emails and sending out emails at night, I absolutely eclipsed 60 hours, 65 hours a week. But that's why I made $150,000 to $275,000 to $325,000 a year doing those jobs. That is when you get the brass ring. And I'm going to let you know something else, kid, is that even when you're making that much money, it's still not enough. It never will be enough because the only thing about making big money is that you go ahead and buy bigger things. And that's the truth.
So I am so fucking tired of people being complacent.
Dale says you never worked in the oil field. Yes, and the oil field doesn't make minimum wage. Very big difference. And if you're working 120 hours a week, you're getting paid to do that and you're not making $45 an hour. So when he talks about that he is getting paid $15 or more or 3 times minimum wage, that's not oil field work. I just explained that. He's an hourly employee, and there is law against hourly employees making a certain amount. You guys are completely different. You're independent contractors. The way you're paid is through I-9, and labor law doesn't necessarily apply to you. So if we're not going to mix apples and oranges, or we're not going to mix apples and apples and start throwing in oranges, we're going to have a very long night.
With this uniparty, both of them fucking us over. When my parents were my age, they both made less than half of what I make, and they lived alone. I cannot afford to live anywhere alone. A one-bedroom apartment.
And neither could we.
$1,800.
My first apartment was within 5 roommates in a studio apartment. There was one bed. We each got to sleep in that bed 1 day a week, and on the weekends, whoever brought the girl over got the bed.
I hope he changes sheets.
Sometimes $320 a month is what we had to split each in order to live in that 1-bedroom apartment. My brother and sister had a $3,200 beach house apartment with 10 roommates in California. Woe is me. You're not supposed to go ahead and have an hourly job and be successful. Karen says, I used to work 63 hours a week at 2 jobs. Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, working
That's different.
multiple jobs. You're going to work 89 hours.
Yeah, but there are labor laws.
That's your choice.
That's your choice, right? But to sit here and say you have to work 90 hours a week making at an hourly job, nobody is paying you. Nobody is paying you 50 hours of double time overtime. There's just no way. I don't care what job, unless it is an I-9 position and you're working in the oil field. You're working as a ranch hand. You're completely different. The laws are different. Everything's different. We're talking about a W-2 salaried employee, hourly employee who's working for a corporation, and that's what this kid is talking about as well.
$2-bedroom apartment, $2,200. Who the fuck can afford that?
Move out of California.
It is embarrassing to come out and say that it is a struggle to survive right now, but I know so many people are struggling. And do not get me started on what my grandparents were doing. They $3,000 house and
lie.
I understand inflation and all of the bullshit that they have been pulling with the Fed. Why are we allowing it?
I'll tell you why, because you voted for Joe Biden. And housing prices are up for 7.5% on interest rate. The inflation on dollar is up 3.5%. The valuation of the dollar is down 21 cents. And gas prices are now $3.59 on average, and they're going to go and skyrocket to $4.50 to $5. You voted for this. This is what you wanted. You had 2.25 under Donald Trump. And kid, here's the answer. Join the fucking military. You get 3 hots and a cot. You get a trade. You get money for a signing bonus, and you get your college education, and you get to dip your stick in some of the hottest females across the world. Welcome to the U.S. military. We can't wait for you to join. There's your answer.
I have a question.
Yes.
What is up with this generation yelling at everyone?
That's what
why
they do.
Why do they yell?
I don't know, Liv. I don't know why they yell, okay? Stop asking me.
You just scared the crap out of the cat.
Did she jump?
Yeah, she
Yenny,
jumped.
come here, baby.
She bolted.
Come here, sweetie.
She bolted.
Come here, baby. Yenny. Oh, she's mad.
She's like, I was sleeping.
I was kidding. Sorry, honey. Love you. Did she pee all over the mic?
No.
Okay. So I don't know why he's yelling at everybody, but join the military, dude. You've got options. That's what I did. I couldn't survive on $16, $17 an hour. Leave California, jackass.
That's what I said. Leave California. Although it's not much better in other places. I mean,
well, you can get an apartment in Wyoming, and you listen. You can go move to Torrington. $500 a month. You can get a beautiful place.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
Where are you gonna work?
There's plenty of places to work. There's fast food places to work. Make $500 a month at a fast food place ain't shabby, man. You're making $1,800, $2,000 a month. Your rent is what, 25%? Your food's another 10 to 15%. You've got your car insurance and your car payment. It gives you another $500 to put in the bank every month. Who cares? That's great living. You get what you want. I don't want to live in Torrington. It sucks. Well, guess what? You don't always get what you want, jackass. I'm 50 years old, and I finally have my dream house, my dream wife, my dream kid. Well, somewhat my dream kids.
You had your dream wife 25 years ago.
Oh, well. Yeah, but Darcy didn't marry me.
Oh, God, I hate you.
Why? And then
Why?
I clock out of my shift. I am tired.
Oh.
I have to go home.
Oh.
And I check the news. Another 60 fucking billion to a country nobody can point out on a map.
Yeah, you voted for Joe Biden. Congratulations, bro. Hey, elections have consequence, dickhead. I guarantee you didn't vote for Trump. I guarantee you voted for Biden. This is what we're trying to tell y'all. You want to know why? Free shit, free college, free health care to immigrants, sending money over to Ukraine and Israel. Is spending money on fucking salmon streams in Washington. $1 million to literally do a study on salmon migration in Oregon and Washington. That $1 million turned to a $32 million piece of legislation. You want to go ahead and you want to solve problems? You've got food processing plants burning down. You got bridges falling down. You got doors on airplanes falling off. Well, how's that infrastructure bill working out for you? How's that working out for you? How's that $1.7 trillion that we never saw? Where's all the free internet we were promised? Did you see that? He hasn't laid 1 inch of fiber optic cable. You want to know why? Because Comcast and AT&T own all of it, along with Time Warner. The United States government doesn't lay fiber optic. All they can do is force those companies to provide free internet, which they already do. There is no free internet. There's no free college. He's using an old provision and reallocating money when the Supreme Court struck him down and said he couldn't. But guess what he said today? He's on the campaign stump and he says, free college, we're going to figure it out. And you're going to believe him and vote for him again because you're an idiot. There's no will or skill. You are an unmotivated idiot. And that's your problem. I promise you this.
They don't want to work hard.
It wasn't this bad under Trump. Housing prices and interest rates were halfway decent. We didn't see this boom. Housing prices were going down after we saw the crash from 2006 and the savings and loan scandals. Once we saw the bank and the predatory lending that was taking place, once that was cleaned up, Donald Trump, man, housing prices were good. I got into this house. This is a $1.1 million house. We got into it for what? $630,000, Liv?
Yep.
With a 2.25, 2.5 interest rate locked for 30 years?
Yep.
This is under Trump. I'm pretty happy. Yeah, my payment's $3,500 a month, but you don't make what I make, kid. But you and 5 of your friends could definitely rent this house. But there aren't any houses to rent. There's no more houses to buy. You got to get into a slumlord landlord who's going to up your prices and renegotiate your contract on a quarterly basis because you voted for Joe Biden.
Yep.
What are we doing? Where has the plot gone? We have lost it, folks. We have fucking lost it.
Yeah, I wonder why. You voted for Biden.
Dude, what do you want me to tell you, bro? I don't know what to tell. Listen, times are hard. Times are hard. Get to work. Get a side hustle. Start making money on TikTok. Make better videos. I don't know what to tell you, man. You know what's funny is I get ripped on all the time. Your show's boring. You know what? My show pays because I work my ass off.
You know what he could do?
Well,
he could
go ahead.
move to a different country, gain citizenship in that country, come over the border illegally, and he'll be making a lot of money at that.
Yeah, that's fine. But that's come on. The question isn't to move out. He's right. Our children will never have a chance to buy a home at these prices. There's no way. I mean, it's tough out there. The costs are ridiculous. The dollar is nothing of what it was. I understand what he's saying, but you're going to have to, dude, it's either you swim or you die.
Yeah.
You got to adapt, bro. Darwinism, I Ching, Bolshintoism, man, whatever it is, get with it. You got to figure it out. Don't tell me, man, I lost 2 jobs worth $175K within a year. Because of COVID.
Yeah.
And we're still alive. We're surviving. Yeah, I'm sitting on here and Facebook cut my ad revenue. So I'm in a position where I need no donations more than ever. If I don't get them, I got to go get a job. And the show there's no more Don't Unfriend Me show. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. And then people are like, oh, I don't want the show to go. Well, that's the way it is. But you better realize that it's either a skill or a will position. And you're damn skippy. It is never going to be a will position for me. I may not have the skill set, but I'll figure it out. I didn't know how to run a podcast. I didn't know how to do the things that I do. I didn't know how to stream to all these channels. I didn't know how to manage social media. I didn't know how to build websites from Adam. I didn't understand how to program and do servers and how to go ahead and do audio and recording and editing and compressing. And oh my God, I didn't know how to put subtitles on a video. I didn't know how to put After Effects. I didn't know how to top grade my film and color grade my film. I didn't know how to do any of that. You had to teach yourself. I didn't know how to do all this stuff down below. You think someone does this for me? I do all this shit myself. You know what it would cost me to pay someone to do what I do on this show? Maybe $10,000 a month. To have someone run the cameras and run the content and run the news and run the chat, maybe $10,000 a month. To post on social media, to cut these videos, to create the graphics. Woe is me, bro. We're all working. Don't vote for Joe Biden. It was better under Trump. And this is why we're trying to tell you. It was better under Trump. You all are trying to sell us on Bidenomics and Build Back Better. How's it feel now? I guess what you're going to do. You're an idiot. You're going to vote for Donald Trump. Or you're going to vote for Biden again.
Yep.
That's what you're going to do. You're going to vote for Biden. And it's your own damn fault.
And they're going to complain.
You're going to complain. You're going to bitch. It's your own fault. What do you want? Do better, man. Do better. Mitt Romney is at it again.
Oh boy. Sorry.
I would love to live in New Mexico again. I would love a $1,300. The house. A $1,300 payment.
Oh gosh, yeah. Our first house.
I'd love that. It was a beautiful house. Oh my God, it was
like
gorgeous.
$1,250 was our first payment. Oh,
it was gorgeous on a
I love
quarter
that house.
quarter acre, huge backyard, beautiful upstairs, gorgeous kitchen.
Totally go back to that house.
I love that house. That house was like what, 2,700 square feet? 25?
It was 1948, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, it was nothing. We couldn't fit our living room in a 1948 now. We're in a 5,000 square foot home and it's full. We don't know what we're going to do. If we have to move, we're going to have to sell Hayden to the Chinese. Yeah. So if we got to move at some point, we're gonna die. I don't know what we're going to do. Mitt Romney. This guy This guy, could he just fall on the right side of history one time?
No.
The problem solved. Former President
Captain Magic Underpants.
She's back.
Can't believe this guy. Here it is.
Former President Trump has indicated to senators that he does not want us to solve the problem at the border. He wants to lay the blame for the border at Biden. And the idea that someone running for president would say, please hurt the country so I can blame my opponent and help my politics is a shocking development.
Do you think this is what he wants, the issue, Donald Trump? This is why he's doing it?
I think the border is a very important issue for Donald Trump. And the fact that he would communicate to Republican senators and congresspeople that he doesn't want us to solve the border problem because he wants to blame Biden for it is really appalling.
So what does that say that what he is saying carries weight here? What does it say that Republicans are listening to?
Well, it's shocking that politics plays a role in this building. Absolutely shocking. I can't imagine that's the case.
Ukraine is on the line.
But the reality is that we have a crisis at the border. The American people are suffering as a result of what's happening at the border. And someone running for president ought to try and get the problem solved, as opposed to, hey, save. Let me take credit for.
Thank you, Ed. We appreciate it. Appreciate
Thank you very
first bronze club member. Very, very excited. So we have our first DUM club member at $10 a month. Thank you so much. We're excited.
Lee also
Solving it
joined.
later.
Now, hold on. Not done yet,
Former
Liv.
president.
Thanks. Don't just let the cat out of the bag, Liv.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you want to just keep spoiling it for everybody?
Indicated to senators that he does not want us to solve the problem at the border. He wants to lay the blame for the border at Biden.
So,
and the idea.
I would like to know what you think about this, Liv.
So when was the last time Trump said he didn't want to solve the problem at the border?
We have our first Gold Club member, Deb, and that is awesome. You guys give us a little bit of time. We just launched this thing. We got to get everything set up. We got to get the quarterly boxes, all that stuff. So bear with us, hang with us, stay in contact with us, and we've got to get all this stuff built. But we appreciate your support, and that's very, very exciting. So thank you so much. Go ahead.
If I am not mistaken, Trump was the one who wanted to solve the border problem and build the wall and fix all of that.
Right, who also offered 1.7 million DACA recipients path to citizenship, illegal immigrants currently in this country to path to citizenship, and to propose a increase in legal immigration. He said all of those things, and all he wanted was the border wall, and they said no. By the way, the border bill that Romney is talking about, and Romney, you look like absolute dog shit, by the way, warmed up dog shit. You also had, when you look at that, 100 and out of the monies that was going into that, you were looking at like 30% of it went to the U.S. border, and the rest went to foreign countries. That's not a border bill. That's a pork barrel bill. So don't sit here and pretend that this is something that needs to happen. This is a gaslighting tactic by Romney. This is what he does. He's a shill. He works for the Democrats. He has absolutely no loyalty to Republicans, and he's a complete idiot. As far as Lee, I didn't see Lee joining. I don't know what you're talking about, honey. Where did you see that?
Oh, he's Ed. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. So Romney is, if you want to know what the definition of a RINO is, Republican in name only, it's not somebody who disagrees with Trump, because here's the thing that you may or may not love. Liz Cheney was ranked top 17 out of the legislators and senators who voted with Donald Trump more than anyone else. 93% of her voting record was aligned with Trump. That's not a RINO. Because if she votes with Trump and Trump's not a RINO, then Liz Cheney's not a RINO. But you can look at other people, and you can look at Thomas Massie, who his overall rating in session for this year, because Trump's running, is actually up in the high 80s, almost 90s. But if you look for his first 2 years, he was running less than 51% for Thomas Massie, voting with Republicans. That is a RINO. So when you say RINO, do you mean Republican in name only, or do you just mean person who doesn't support Trump? because there is a difference. Not that I'm supporting Liz Cheney. I'm just trying to understand what we're talking about.
I think most people think it's the latter.
Speak up.
I think most people think it's the latter.
I think that's fair. I think most people their thought process is that person doesn't agree with Trump, so therefore they're a RINO.
Yep.
That's not what a RINO is. I got called a RINO today. How can you possibly call me a RINO? How can you possibly? I don't vote Democrat. I don't vote for Democrat policies. I support Christian beliefs. I am pro-life. I am pro-gun. I am pro-constitution. I am less tax. I am nationalist, where I believe in national pride and patriotism before globalism. I'm completely against DEI and woke structure. I have left 2 Fortune 15 companies that were absolutely 2 of the wokest in world history, Comcast and Apple. And I survived. Yeah, you don't get to call me a RINO. That's not the way it works. And if you do, you just don't know what you're talking about.
Yep.
Deb and Ed, we will get everything ironed out. We just launched the page. So there's going to be things on there as far as we're going to roll it out slowly. So bear with us, okay? It's going to take a little bit of time because we got to get the chat groups done. Terry and I are working on it. But we wanted to give you guys the option. Instead of donating every time for nothing, this gives you the option to donate on a monthly basis. And then we will make sure that we make it well worth your while. Less government is always the answer. Ronald Reagan said it best. The scariest words ever to any American are, "I'm with the government and I'm here to help." I want to show you one other thing. Because sometimes videos catch my eye, not because of the content of the video, but because of the person in the video. I'm not going to lie. I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for brunettes, and I'm just let you know. But this video is actually pretty good and is important. She's cute, Mom.
Nice to know that you're stopping on the videos with the cute girls.
This one was because
you're stumbling over your words there, dear.
I did. Cute girl. Pretty popular on Twitter, but I want you to listen to this because this is freaking ridiculous. This is the stuff I'm talking about. Watch this.
Guys, I'm here in Kansas City, and I came across this all-gender bathroom. Literally all gender. Look at this. 20 stalls, all gender. This is crazy. Forgive me for filming in a bathroom.
Yeah, I would have had a problem with that too. You know, I'd be like, "Hey, honey, I hope you got the wide angle lens on."
But this is all gender. I hate this. I absolutely hate. I've never seen an all gender bathroom. I'm not going in here. I don't like this.
She looks like Jessica Biel. A little bit,
yeah.
No, I'm not a horn dog. That's not. I'm a sucker for a pretty face. There's nothing sexual about my.
I know.
No, I'm talking to Glenn. He's like, Glenn said horn dog. No, that's not it. Maybe with my wife, but I just think she's a pretty lady. She's timeless. And I think Olivia will say the same thing. It doesn't matter. There's times where we're watching TV and like, oh, she's beautiful. She's timeless. A beautiful lady. So what? You can appreciate a beautiful lady. Ryan Reynolds is gorgeous too, and I'm not gay, but I could be for the right price. Ryan, I am open. What do you think about this genderless bathrooms? Now it's not good enough to have bathrooms that are behind a closed door in a single unit that's male and female or it. But now genderless bathrooms, men and women entering same time, doesn't matter. Transgender, kids, young kids going in there. What do you think?
It's absolutely ridiculous. So stupid. They're just asking for problems. Something's going to happen in there. It's dumb. What is the point? You already got your bathrooms for the gender neutral bathrooms or whatever. Why do you have to have no gender bathrooms? I don't understand. Where are they getting this money? Your doors are falling off of planes. Fix the fucking planes first. Because if you kill the doors fall off and you kill your patrons, then they can't use the bathroom. Why are you spending your money on stupid shit like this?
No, they're going to use the bathroom. They're just going to use it in the aisle.
Why? This is stupid shit. Why are you spending your money on this? This is dumb. Now, I sound like a freaking millennial because I'm freaking yelling. Ugh.
You yell all the time.
Yeah.
So
well, depends on the context.
It's me. So I don't understand this.
I don't get it either.
Listen, can I tell you that I wouldn't even go to the bath? I wouldn't go poop in the box until I was like 45.
You've had that sent to you a few times, and you're like, nope, not gonna do it.
I could never go to the bathroom in a public restroom. I couldn't. It was embarrassing. I just was like, dude, this sucks. No, I don't want to do this. I had a shy bladder. I couldn't pee in front of other guys. Like if someone came to the stall next to me, I was just like, son of a bitch. I dry up. I'm just like, zip. I'm going to go wash my hands and shake them off and wait for that person to leave. And then I'm going to go and try to hit it again till I was like 40.
Z.
What are you doing, dude?
What up, hippie?
What up, Holmes?
Hello.
Did you lock the door? Did you lock the door, cuz?
Yes.
Go turn on the Avs game. Make sure it's recording.
Okay. Love you.
So I no offense, but I don't want to be dropping deuce with some chick next to me. I'm sorry. And I don't want to hear a chick dropping deuce next to me. Like Olivia, one time, like 10 years,
this.
like 10 years ago, didn't close the.
Talk about this.
I walked in and the door wasn't closed. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? She's like, sorry, close the door. It's never happened since. We're not cool with that. We're not that couple that does that. No, we don't go to the bathroom in front of each other. It's private. You stay out. And she's the same way.
Well, apparently I have no privacy because every time I go to the bathroom, a kid or a pet is trying to get in.
Yeah.
My kids have. I go to the bathroom, in our bedroom.
They find a way in.
And they just fly in. Mom, blah, 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 blah. My kids never listen to me. They never answer me when I ask them questions.
This isn't a testimonial.
I just go to the bathroom or talk on the phone and they'll come to me.
Well, there's times where I'm like, Liv. I'm like, yeah. She's like, I'm in the bathroom. I'm like, okay. Like an hour later, Liv, I'm still in the bathroom. I'm like, what? Have you popped a tent in there? Have we moved?
Hiding.
She is. She's on her phone. She's playing her game. And I know she is. She's probably sitting there, pants completely up, toilet seat down, just sitting in the toilet with the sink running, playing her game. All right. Going to completely deranged General Miley. This guy still can't let go of Donald Trump. Donald Trump is living rent-free in his head. And can I just say, I understand you're in full dress blues, but do you really have to wear all of your salad? Do you really have to wear every single medal? I understand you're a general. I understand you've earned it, but dude, come on, man. Most admirals just wear three stripes, three ribbons across, right? Most people do that, but you're in your dress blues. You got to wear every single medal. But it's not like you're going to a ball. It's not like you're going to a commemorative event. You're literally talking at the podium and you're making a commencement address. Give me a break, dude. You don't need to be in full garb for that.
To a country. We don't take an oath to a tribe. We don't take an oath to a religion. We don't take an oath to a king or a queen or to a tyrant or a dictator. And we don't take an oath to a wannabe dictator. We don't take an oath to an individual. We take an oath to the Constitution, and we take an oath to the idea that it's America, and we're willing to die to protect it. Every soldier, sailor, airman, Marine, Guardian, and Coast Guardsman, each of us commits our very life to protect and defend that document, regardless of personal price.
But you certainly don't have a problem talking about it. That is your commander-in-chief and a former commander-in-chief. And your responsibility in the chain of command is to ensure that you follow orders. And I'm pretty confident I've read somewhere that it's unbecoming of an officer to disparage your commanding officer or anyone in the hierarchy of your chain of command, including your NCOs and people who you are in charge of in your command. See, General Miley doesn't mind going ahead and breaking Uniform Code of Military Justice when it suits him. He doesn't mind becoming political and breaking a time-honored tradition that the military does not stand at the State of the Union unless it is a military issue. That the military and predominantly the Joint Chiefs don't get involved in politics because they are separate from politics. And the military is never to be wielded as a political tool for a president, the Senate, state legislatures, or anyone else. They are autonomous from such things. Miley has no problem taking advantage and going on the lecture circuit and trouncing his former president and his commander-in-chief. He has no problem writing books. He'll have no problem going to CNN and being an analyst, but both are accurate. But the interesting thing is there's no honor in it. There's something about keeping up with, not illusions, but keeping up with persona. You are a leader, you are a general, and you are one of the highest ranking officials in the U.S. military. And you are literally setting an example for everyone underneath you to be insubordinate, to focus on dereliction of duty based on personal politics. I think General Miley is a complete douchebag. And I can say that because I served and I'm no longer in the military. I think you're a waste of a fucking skin suit. I think you are a giant pussy and should never wear dress blues again because you've dishonored yourself, you've dishonored your unit, and most importantly, you've dishonored your country. So go fuck yourself in retirement.
Kevin had a question.
Miley's a dick.
Didn't this man circumvent the president with a phone call to China?
That is correct. Should be charged with treason. He gave confidential information and swore fealty to China and said that he would warn China if Donald Trump did anything. That's treason. And he should be charged with treason. And but you know, this guy's that has the most honor of anybody, right? He's a douche plow. He is a woke DEI liberal, and I promise you this: you will see this guy run for office, and you'll see him run under the Democrat Party. It's treason, any way you slice it. And I would like to ask him a few questions about Afghanistan too. I would like to ask him a few questions why he perjured himself and didn't go ahead and openly say that Joe Biden was briefed on what was going to happen with the Afghan regulars and how they were literally surrendering to Taliban forces in the north and the south and going into Tajikistan and leaving Afghanistan and surrendering, that you didn't recognize that once you gave up Bagram Air Base, gave up strategic advantage, created the exfil at what's up? Okay. And created exfil at the Kabul airport, one of the worst airports for terrorist strikes ever in world history, and then putting Taliban in charge of security. How you aren't going to sit here and be honest and tell everyone under oath that you did warn Joe Biden about this. And then if you didn't, you're responsible. And if you did, you're also responsible, because both are lies. That's what I feel about Miley. Last video, Leticia James. Leticia James. Then we're off for the weekend. Thank God. I'm so sick of you people. Ugh.
Lee had the last topic we were talking about, the genderless bathrooms. Lee had a good comment.
Okay, give it to me.
If there's no gender, how is there a gender pay gap?
Well, that's right. That's right. If there's no gender, how are there gender bathrooms? Listen, this just sums up the argument. And I'm tired, you can tell. This sums up the argument. Here it is. When people say that gender is a construct and that man and woman is a construct, and there's a difference between sex and gender. Sex is what you're born with as far as your reproductive organs and your genitalia. Okay. But gender is a societal construct of man and woman, and there are multiple genders, up to 64 different genders that you can be. So your argument is, instead of creating a binary solution to classify a gender that's constructed, you think that adding more complexity and making it infinite, what's the difference between your gender constructs and ours? All you're doing is making it harder. All you're doing is making it more complicated. So if we constructed male and female, what's adding 64 genders to the equation doing? See, you're just upset because male and female is really simple. And you people have to overcomplicate everything. You have to make it about the you. You already have individual rights. You don't need any more individualism than that. Your individual rights are guaranteed by law, by natural order, and God. So what you're really trying to say is, this isn't complicated enough so I can be special and be recognized for my uniqueness. Here's what I think of your uniqueness, okay? You're either a guy or you're a girl, okay? That's it.
There is no other gender.
Men have penises, women have vaginas, okay? Kindergarten Cop, watch it. They summed it up just fine.
We need that. We need that.
We need that sign? Yeah.
Yes.
We should. All right, let's watch the last video and then we're going to get out of here. Go watch some, I'm going to get my birthday present.
New York Attorney General Letitia James is now responding to former President Trump's $175 million bond payment. CB Cotton has more from our New York City newsroom.
So remember when everyone was celebrating $500 million? Renfield, they were all excited about their $500 million and how it was going to bankrupt Trump. Yeah, well, they said that number was too high, so they cut it in half. So now that they have that and they realize that Trump is going to be able to pay that, they're questioning the overall bond itself. So let me get this straight. Letitia, she is now a bond agent. She's an insurance agent. She is licensed and bonded with the state to question, to verify and certify whether a bond is legit or not. That's her responsibility. Hold on.
Just prove that it's a witch hunt.
Yeah, it is. Listen.
For us, so CB, what is the Attorney General asking regarding the former president's bond underwriter?
Well, Sandra, former President Donald Trump staved off the risk of seized assets and drained bank accounts while he appeals the civil fraud judgment against him. He posted the $175 million bond on Monday, again, in order to appeal that civil fraud judgment. But we are told a key component was missing because the company who issued the bond is not licensed to do so in New York. Now, New York Attorney General Letitia James, citing New York law, has filed a notice with the court requesting the insurance company, Knight's Specialty Insurance, provide proof that the bond is financially sound. The company's chairman, Don Hankey, reportedly a billionaire, told Fox Business earlier this week he supported the former president and even donated to his campaign. But he said the decision to underwrite the bond for Trump was ultimately about growing his company.
We wanted an opportunity to expand our business, and we feel that the cause justifies it. We saw he was having trouble getting the bond, so we reached out and said we were happy to participate, and they quickly came back, and we put a deal together in a few days. It's a big bond for us to underwrite, but Donald Trump came up with all cash, so at the end, it was an easy decision and with almost no risk.
Okay, so Sandra, according to the court filing, Trump's team has 10 days to respond. An appeals court, as we all know, did reduce the bond he'd have to post in the civil fraud judgment from the $454 million. Trump's attorneys have argued that amount, posting that amount, was a, quote, practical impossibility. Sandra, we've also reached out to the insurance company for their response to this development.
Can I say what I really feel?
Sure.
You sure? Because I'm going to use a nasty word you don't call a woman.
I'll see you next Tuesday.
No, I'm not going to go that far. I'm not going to Dominic. Folks, if you get offended by language, I'm sorry. Fuck that bitch. Fuck her. That woman is, I swear to God, I cannot wait until karma catches up with her. And she's going to get it by catching the clap or eating a bad Twinkie and getting dysentery or something. Something's going, she's going to get caught with fraud. She's going to get caught with diddling an underage person, something. People like this do not get to live in the shadows forever. The light will be cast on her. She will pay.
And so is that judge.
They're going to pay. And I don't want violence done upon them. I just want prosecutors, once this is over and Donald Trump's in office, to crawl up her ass with a microscope and literally bring her to her knees in tears. I want to see her hair not straightened, completely froed out, mascara all over her face, half of a Twinkie on her her silk blouse as she gets clacked in cuffs. I don't despise people. I don't hate people. But I will tell you, if there is someone who I could hate besides Hillary Clinton, it's this fucking lady.
I think they should go after her and do the exact same thing she's trying to do to Trump. They should financially ruin her.
I'm telling you right now, karma catches up to these people. You just look at what they've done to Russell Brand. Russell Brand, he was so amazing. He stopped all the drug use and he fell through Katy Perry and he found his show and he's amazing. He's such an intellectual.
Oh, Alba Snow.
Bullshit, 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 bullshit. Well, guess what? It was all bullshit and they tried to break him down. This is what they do to people. Roseanne Barr, highest sitcom ever, destroyed her. Gina Carano celebrated her. MMA, a woman, look at her. She's full-figured. She's perfect. Oh, she's a Jew hater. They will bring you up. Jason Aldean. You can just keep going. Garth Brooks, who is a douchebag. J.K. Rowling. Everybody. What goes up must come down. And when you reach celebrity status, they will destroy you. And they are going to destroy this woman. And someone is going to find a skeleton in her closet, and they are going to destroy her. And the day that it happens, I am going to do a little dance on her broken, dilapidated soul. That woman's going down. She's going down to Chinatown. I will bring you down. I'll bring you down to Chinatown. I'm watching you. See, Greg, we have a circle of trust. You didn't tell me about your cat milking days in Motown, Greg.
Pamela Martha Fokker.
Oh, I just realized something. What, honey? Her name? Pamela Martha Fokker. What are you going to do about that?
My mom's name is Martha, too.
My mom name's Martha, too. I love you, Batman. I love you, too, Soups.
Yeti's going to stop sleeping in here. She doesn't like the raised voices. Every time we do, she's like, "Phoom, I'm out of here."
Make me happy. Do I have it?
I don't have it. You do. Nope.
Oh, that's Hayden.
That's Hayden.
No.
It's all part of the plan.
Glasses on so you can see.
Okay, listen. You don't need to be mean. You don't need to be rude. Folks, that's all we got for the Donut Fremmy show. We've got what do we got?
6 minutes?
We got 6 minutes. We can boil an egg, or Olivia and I can have a lovemaking session. That would be a marathon. We're opening up to you. Any questions, any comments, anything you got? We will talk about Link Tap Go. We also, you know what? We can play the Dumb Beef commercial.
Here we go.
You know what? No, we're not going to play the commercial. Listen, go check out dumbbeef.com. It's all waiting for you. All freeze-dried beef, 100%. It's an amazing site. Go check it out. Go to thedumbshow.com. Link Tap Go. If you like what you heard tonight, you like the show, which a lot of you were here. We had 200 plus on. Go to linktapgo.com/thedumbshow. Please help us out with a donation. We work in
Dumb Beef, DUMBE.
DUMBEEF.com.
Perfect.
Dumbbeef.com. Go take a look. Go see. And, listen, it's amazing. The prices of it and the quality of the meat is just incredible. Dumbbeef.com.
And whoever asked the question about sodium, they got back to me. It's like 2 to 3% sodium per serving.
2 to 3% per serving of your daily allotted value. And sodium is very low. So there you go. Not too bad. It's been a good week, man. We've had some good shows. Everything was going good. We'll see you guys. I've got some work to do over the weekend. I got to get some shows posted to Spreely. I'll be honest with you, I'm pretty tired. What is the link for the clubs again? I'll get it for you. I'll get it for you right now.
And Miss Betsy Bordeaux says happy birthday.
Thank you. It's very nice. Looking. Here it is.
I'm posting all the
That's
links
Dumb
for
Beef.
y'all.
There's. Oh shit.
Posted the beef. That
Where
shows the new club.
There's the club. I got the club in. There's the club. Go to the club. Once again, the club is getting all built right now. we'll start to release some content. We got to get the free news up, all that type of stuff. Just bear with us. It's going to take a little bit of time, but we're getting it all rocking and rolling. So it's there for you. I'll let you know when we're 100%. Folks, thanks for watching the Don't Unfriend Me show. Thank you for my happy birthdays. You all are amazing. We love you. We appreciate you. We'll see you guys on Monday. I might have a meme or two on the weekend. I'll definitely have a news article. I've been doing that over the weekend. And I got to get the shows posted to Spreely. So I still have some things to do before I check out for the weekend. Olivia, as always, you are an amazing co-hostess.
Thank you. I'm not going to be on much next week. It's pretty crazy.
Tell them all what's going on.
So Hayden's play is on Friday. Ethan's first baseball game is on Thursday. I have a mandatory work meeting on Wednesday, and then I've got to pick up the kids at play practice and baseball at like 8 o'clock in the middle of the show. So it's going to be.
I will not be here Thursday or Friday next week. I'm not going to miss my son's birthday, his baseball game. It's not right. My daughter, I'm not going to miss her play. So I'm probably going to take a 4-day weekend. I'll just have to jam pack. I'll probably have a recorded show for you on Thursday or Friday, or maybe I can get Leroy or Amy to jump on and do a special. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But either way, we'll not be here Thursday or Friday. And I don't think I've taken a vacation since I've started this show. So, nothing wrong with taking a couple days. God bless everybody. Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. God bless. Good night.
Adjusting transmitter output.
This is the Don't Unfriend Me show with your hosts, Matt, Leroy, Amy, Olivia, and Mike. Geopolitics, military analysis, and election coverage. Coming to you live on the Spreely.tv network and all major social media channels at The DUM Show. Honest, direct, unfiltered. We can agree, we can disagree. Just don't unfriend me.